If you guys start bombing, remember that scene in Batman Begins? This won't kill me, I'm counting on it. That's a very specific reference.
Wait, did you see the One Direction guy died today falling off a balcony or whatever?
What?
We're back. We're back. We're so back. Back. Don't worry, I'm no longer at Rosanna Pansino's house. I am now in another undisclosed bunker on the hotel. No, this video is actually going to be about how to handle a heckler. I don't know if you guys saw my short on Instagram and YouTube, but on the day that the person from One Direction tragically passed away, I had a show in LA. I had 2 shows in LA, and there was a 50-50 chance tragedy would strike. And this video is going to be about how comedians should go about handling a very dicey situation like that. Not just when it comes to dealing with a drunk, deranged, crazy person in the audience, but also how to handle a dicey topic like that. That's a really tragic situation, and you have to do a little tightrope walking to handle it properly. Before we get into all that, though, just a little housekeeping. Me and Ben Malone are doing stand-up in North Carolina and a few other places, but not many outside of North Carolina, mostly just staying to the home state. Some of the dates are appearing right here, and it's going to end with a show at Goodnights Comedy Club. So if you're in Raleigh and you want to see me do a headliner spot, then I highly recommend coming to Goodnights Comedy Club. We got to sell tickets, so please come to that show. Or come to the Idiot Box, or come to any of the other locations. Just come see me do stand-up if you'd like. I got another stand-up video in the pipeline where me and Ben Malone actually switch sets. That's a fun thing to do when you and your comic friends know each other and each other's jokes so well that you can just do each other's jokes. It didn't go well, so that's the next video that's going to come out. And after that is going to be 14 days surviving YouTube boot camp, which is essentially a video about me staying at Rosanna Pansino's place for 2 weeks, while also hanging out with a litany of other YouTubers and doing a litany of collabs. And it was a YouTube boot camp. I came out a better man. Before we get started, remember to like and subscribe, and let's get to the point of the video. So, I'm doing a show in LA. The show had a bar, and at the corner of the bar, there was a little balcony area. I was just doing some riffs. And look, most stand-up, especially that I do, but most comedians, is written material. That's because comedians work hard on their jokes and they try to write jokes and they do their jokes, okay? But it's also really important to acknowledge the environment, you know? This bar had a little balcony section in the corner. That's where the show was set up. And I've been doing a lot more YouTube lately than I've been doing stand-up lately. So I was like, all right, let's these jokes. Let's acknowledge them a little bit. So I'm doing jokes about how there is a balcony.
Wait, did you see the One Direction guy died today falling off a balcony or whatever?
What? Did anybody else get their news from this guy, or is that just me?
Sorry, I live in another world, apparently.
No. I want to get my news exclusively from this guy. I want my phone to go up. Did you know that the One Direction guy? It happened today? No, you didn't know off a balcony? Can anybody else confirm? That's how I get my news. Can anybody else confirm?
Google it.
Yeah, did that really happen just now?
I swear, not now, but...
Well, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust you. It did? Oh, you just Googled it?
Don't trust me!
Oh, no!
I'm sorry, I get real
damn.
news.
That's a bummer. Why do we have to get the bad news during my set? That's fucking alright. No big deal. That's alright. I'll move on.
He made a balcony joke.
Well, okay, well, I didn't know. Fucking.
What?
No. He heard balcony. He was. Oh, this is the perfect time to bring this up.
I didn't know. I didn't know. It happened hours before. How could I? How did this guy know? This guy was here watching the show. His phone goes. Oh, really? Oh, I should bring this up. And so now I'm in a situation where we're in the middle of my set, and I'm having a very good set. Okay? I don't mean to brag, but I'm crushing. All right? And this guy chimes in. First of all, he's chiming in during the middle of everybody's sets. Usually, hecklers are easy to identify because they don't shut up the entire time. And that's what this guy was doing. This guy thought he was the comic. That's what hecklers do. They want attention. Hey, sign up ahead of time if you want to go up. Not here. That was a show, not a mic. But if you want to go to a mic, then go to a mic and do that. Instead of getting drunk and saying, "Oh, it's gonna be about me today." Don't do that. That's annoying and rude. And so what a comic has to do when that happens is kind of do like a little martial arts, Joe Rogan-y jiu-jitsu, take the weight of what he's doing and back onto him,
You're getting pretty quick.
Or her. Hecklers come in all shapes and sizes and gender spectrums. I've dealt with a few hecklers in my day. Here's a clip of me at Greenwich Village Comedy Club in New York.
And then somebody else was like, what happened? And he was like, it just happened, though. I like that the lady's yelling in the back. That's awesome. She's participating. It's not like everyone up here paid $20 to get this shit filmed. I love your... How much do I owe you for your fucking cameo? But it's fine. It's not like this is my fucking job. It's not like I had to fucking beg 6 of my fucking friends to be. No, it's about you tonight, babe. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. I'm giving you one more joke and then leave mad. No, shush, you're done. You're done? Okay, it's polite. Wonderful.
You can see by the end of that clip I got a little frustrated. That's because it's a little frustrating. But this one wasn't just any heckler. This one brought up topical news. Thanks. And look, I didn't want to make jokes about the situation that he brought up, right? Because the situation he brought up was tragic. That's not funny. And I just personally don't like making jokes at the expense of people that go through tragedy, or there's a punchy up, punching down, type of scenario. And I got jokes about some dark stuff in my act, okay? And when it's something real like that, something that just happened, like that first clip I did, that was just a dead baby joke. That was a generic, there wasn't a specific baby in mind, I wasn't making fun of your baby named Jessica who didn't make it, it was just a generic, omnipotent, nebulous baby. That was real. And it just happened, okay? So I have to disarm the heckler who has a loaded bit, okay? I gotta take his bit and then diffuse it. And you take the thing out of the... I don't know how to... And I had to do it in a way that wasn't making fun of the situation that he brought up. So you can see here that I'm making fun of him. He's being drunk. He's being loud. He's being annoying. And he's giving me the news. That's funny. Oh, in hindsight, I wish I stayed on that for a little bit. Hey, everybody, this just in. Economy's down. Trump says something racist at a MAGA rally. Hurricanes destroying Florida. I should call my ex. Why don't you love me? No, that's a juxtaposition. It's a humorous thing to make fun of. I think later on in the set, he kept talking. And once I acknowledge him, I give him the attention that he wants. I say, hey, then there's a ticking time bomb between when I get upset. Because, hey, we had our fun. Now stop. And look, it's never good to yell at the audience. If you're a comic and you get upset at the audience, you've lost. I've seen comics, famous comedians, live, get really upset at the crowd. And you know what? I don't think your set would have gone as bad if you didn't do that. If you just power through it, smile on your face, it's a job. Okay. The best example of dealing with a heckler, or at least a bad crowd in general, the infamous Bill Burr set. I don't remember where he was at. I don't do research before these. I don't write scripts either. But Bill Burr did an entire set where I think for 10 minutes straight, he was just ripping into the crowd. Bunch of fucking losers. Fucking Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city's built around a fucking guy who doesn't even exist. In the center of her asshole, and you go home tonight, you lick it, you get it on your tongue, and some other horrific shit happens that involves cancer. So all of you, 11 minutes left. 11 minutes. Like making fun of the sports teams that they like, doing like really specific references. And I think by the end of that 10-minute hate session, it wasn't even comedy. He was just getting some stuff off his chest. I think by the end of that, he either walked off victorious, like he won the crowd over, or he walked off a man with pride who didn't bomb inside. Maybe the crowd didn't like him, but you know who did like him? Bill Burr liked Bill Burr. That's all that matters. A lot of the times crowds can smell your fear, right? So if you give them a little bit of fear, they're like sharks to the chum in the water, It's like training a dog. You got to be the alpha. And you know me. I'm the alpha. Acknowledge, disarm, move on. Okay? Right? Like I'm giving you self-defense class. So this is comedy self-defense.
Ex-wife.
And you disarm them, don't be too rude. Acknowledge. Hey, bud, you're drunk. Hey, lady, you're loud. Hey, child, why are you here? Disarm. Little bit of a roast. Put it back on him, her, them. You know? Something that subtextually says to them, shut the up. I'm in charge. Okay? And once you've successfully embedded that subtext into the inebriated brain of the heckling dickhead, then you just go about your set like nothing happened. And that whole crowd's gonna go,
Wow, that was what a professional of that. Wow.
but if you get upset and if you get loud, unless you do 10 minutes of an angry rant like Bill Burr, which I don't recommend, if you can successfully acknowledge, disarm, and move on, then you can handle a heckler. And if you want to hear more comedy tips like that, then join my Patreon, where we have comedy writing workshops every single Sunday. Whoa! Organic plug! That's right, Patreon members who join with a $3, $5, or $10 subscription, anybody gets access to the code to the Discord that brings us to the Ugly Duck workshops. We talk about jokes, we punch up jokes, people bring jokes, I bring jokes, I am going on tour, I gotta work on my jokes. We talk about comedy theory. Why is that joke funny? Let's talk about it. Or maybe we just shoot the shit and talk about comedy. Regardless, they are the highlight of my month, twice a month, every other Sunday on my Patreon. So join the Patreon, like and subscribe, all that jazz. I appreciate you.